Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we'll discuss how to handle fear. Fear is one type of emotion quite common to everyone. When there is fear, there is no happiness. Productivity decreases. It may arise due to threat of harm, either physical or mental. It may also be fear of financial loss and others like fear of examination, fear of games and sports, failing in completing tasks in right manner. It may be real or it may be imaginary. It may cause harm or may put threats only. It differs from other emotions like anger, disgust, surprise, happiness, sadness, contempt. It is not be it is not always bad. Sometimes it prepares a person to be ready to fight a predictable threat. For example, fear of imminent storm, learning from weather forecast helps us to be prepared. So, although it is sometimes good, but its bad effects are more. Fear may be very badly and deadly also. Severe fear may cause heart stroke in elderly people and it may incite a person to take wrong decisions also at times. So, we need to learn about fear, why we become fearful and how to handle the fears effectively without any harm to us. Paul Ekman Group has categorized fearful experiences in mainly three groups based on their intensity, timing and coping. Intensity is categorized how severe is the harm that is threatened. Timing is the harm immediate or imminent. Is there any imminent danger? Coping. Can any action be taken to reduce the extent or eliminate the threat? So these three categorizations are very important and useful. So we should check our fear situations also according to these three groups. The threat of harm for our physical or psychological well-being may arise due to many reasons. Like sometimes we are fearful for darkness, sometimes we are fearful for some insects, snakes, dogs, social interactions. There may be height phobia. It may be aggravated by prior bad experiences. Persistent fear can affect mood and cause mental disorders also. So how to recognize fearful state? Facial impressions, facial expressions, vocal, sensational, postural expressions like fight or flight mode offer indications for fearful conditions. Fear hormones are secreted by the adrenal gland. An endorphin gland located on top of kidneys produces two fear hormones, adrenaline and cortisol, which are carried in the bloodstream to all parts of our body. So fear setting exercise suggested by Tim Ferriss is very well known and mostly followed. I was just watching one TEDx talk of Mr. Tim Ferriss. I really got good lessons. Those are extremely helpful to conquer fear. So fear thinking process affects badly and inhibits action also. It may aggravate the negative consequences or underestimate the potential positive results. Fear setting exercise is done normally in three phases. It's very simple, it's three phases. How it should be done, how it should do, how you should take it up. First, identify your fears. What are your fears? What for you are fearful? Second, consider the potential benefits of taking action. If you take suitable action to win over the fear, then what will be the potential benefits? If you know the benefits, you will certainly be interested to adopt it. Then consider the consequences of inaction. If you don't do it, if you don't do anything, then what will be the consequences? How much harm will be put on you? So third is consider the consequences of inaction. So all these three are very important and need to be followed in total. First, it needs to be identified in detail. What are your fears, doubts, predicting scenarios, worst case possibilities, and then action to be taken for this. What I have told that in the second, it is what are the potential benefits of taking some action and what are the losses or harms or consequences of inaction. So these three can be taken together to control the effects of fear. In the book Fear by Thich Nhat Hanh has shared wisdom for getting through the storm by identifying fears, reconciling with the past, releasing fears about future, utilizing power of mindfulness exercises, breathing exercises, deep relaxation, and each of these exercises may contribute well to reduce the effects of fear. In Living Beyond Fear, Joe Mackey has suggested how to act against fears by daring and stand firm when life gets hard. She has clarified some major fears and how to improve attitude towards failure. Kids appear to be fearless and we are not born with fear. So what is the root cause of fear? We need to know. The root cause of fear to be identified and specific event-based action to be taken. So to sum up, what are the ways to handle fear? You can shortlist these in say 20 points. First is embrace fear. Neglecting fear or staying away from fear will not solve problem. It may aggravate the situation. Fearlessness is a learned behavior. Face fear. Do not hesitate. Identify your fears. What may be the cause of fears? The fear of heights, acrophobia, hot low wind phobia, confined space phobia, insects and snakes, dogs and cats phobia. Like that, there may be many things. Somebody may be fearful for darkness. So, one should know. Do not let your fear limit your activities. Have self-confidence to cross over fear. Remember, fear does not exist anywhere except in the mind, said Dale Carnegie. Try gradual desensitization. If required in case of imminent danger, try direct confrontation. If there is imminent danger, then you will have to take it up. Direct confrontation needs to be taken up. Visualize diluting effects of fear and win over fear. Talk to friends and relatives and experts and take their advice. Think of worst consequences and take action to avoid losses. Find out grey areas that need attention and improvement. Do what is necessary. Do not bother about fear. Dire necessity will encourage you. Slowly increase your comfort zone. Do one thing daily that scares you. Improve your knowledge, skill and abilities, KSS, and fear will go away. As darkness causes fear, so darkness in mind, absence of suitable knowledge also bring fears. So if you improve your knowledge, fear will go away. Think what others would have done in similar conditions. If others can do, you can also do. But know your limits and take baby steps. Take small steps regularly. Slowly build your self-confidence. Develop course for specific scenarios. Never allow fear to completely cripple you. Encourage yourself. Last but not the least, think opposite of fear is calmness and confidence. So accordingly, strengthen your strengths. This toolbox of your mental clinic is not exhaustive. Each case will deserve to be handled based on its individual capacity and the extent of damage it can inflict upon you, which have cascading effect. So, take care of fear, identify the fear, and handle the fear effectively. And this is the way to success. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. There may not be real cases for which you are fearful. So, you must understand the cause of fear and then try to effectively handle the situation. Thank you. Wish you all the best. If you need some detailed literature or something, then you just try to